Vietnam, 1985, America's wound was still wide open. John Rambo, in prison, breaking rocks in the hot sun. Arrested after Hope, Washington. Sentenced and forgotten again. Then Colonel Troutman walked through the prison gates. Loving this story? Like and follow. A new mission. A second chance. One condition, come back. POWs. American prisoners still held in Vietnam after the war. The government needed proof, photos, nothing more. Rambo asked, "Do we get to win this time?" Troutman had no answer. That said everything. Marshal Murdoch ran the operation from Bangkok. Political, cautious, bureaucratic, everything Rambo despised. Observe only. No contact. No rescue. Just photos. Rambo took the mission. He planned to do more. He parachuted into the Vietnamese jungle at night. His gear got tangled, most of it lost on drop. Just his knife, his bow, and his will to survive. In the jungle he met Co Bao, his contact. Smart, brave, fluent in 3 languages. She knew the terrain. She led him toward the river and the POW camp. The camp was real. The prisoners were real. American soldiers. Still in cages. Years after the war ended. Rambo photographed them. Then he made a choice. One man. He was taking at least one man out. Corporal Banks, malnourished, exhausted, barely standing. Rambo pulled him from the cage and moved fast. They used a boat to reach the extraction point. Radio call. Helicopter inbound. Murdoch listening from Bangkok. The helicopter appeared, and veered away without landing. Murdoch aborted the mission. He never wanted success. A political cover-up. No POWs meant no embarrassment. Banks was recaptured. Rambo was surrounded by soldiers. Beaten, captured, dragged back to the camp in chains. He had done everything right. The system betrayed him again. Enjoying this? Drop a like now. Lieutenant Colonel Podovsky, Soviet advisor stationed in Vietnam. Cold, calculating, fluent in English and cruelty. Rambo was strung up on a metal frame. Electric shocks. Water. Hours of torture in the heat. Podovsky wanted one thing, a radio message for America. Rambo refused. Through every shock. Through every blow. He would not break. He had been broken before. "You are expendable, Mr. Rambo," Podovsky's final warning. Then Co Bao arrived with a knife in her sleeve. She cut Rambo free during a guard change. Together they slipped into the jungle at night. She had dreamed of one day going to America. Rambo promised he would take her there someday. The first real human moment he had allowed himself. Then Vietnamese soldiers appeared on the jungle road. Co Bao tried to blend in. Recognized instantly. Shot. Right in front of Rambo. She fell instantly. Something inside John Rambo went beyond rage. This wasn't survival anymore. This was vengeance. He disappeared into the jungle like smoke. Moving faster, quieter, deadlier than ever before. He set up along the river near a Soviet base. A Soviet attack helicopter, the Mi-24 Hind. Rambo fired a rocket launcher from the jungle shadows. He disabled the Hind, then climbed into the cockpit. He had never flown a Soviet helicopter before. He flew it anyway. Straight back to the camp. The camp guards had no warning. No time to react. Rambo came in low, guns blazing, engine screaming. Loving this? Smash like and follow. The POW camp erupted in smoke and fire. Guard towers collapsed. Fences shattered. Cages blew open. American prisoners stumbled out, blinking in the chaos. Rambo landed and moved through the camp on foot. He was not leaving without every man still breathing. Guard by guard, building by building, camp cleared. The prisoners were loaded into the stolen helicopter. Barely fit. Barely flying. Rambo pushed the machine hard. Podovsky launched a pursuit helicopter and gave chase. A dogfight over the Vietnamese jungle in stolen aircraft. Rambo used every evasive move he had ever learned. He turned directly at Podovsky and fired everything. The pursuit helicopter exploded in a massive fireball. Podovsky was dead. The sky was clear. Back across the border into Thailand, low and fast. The prisoners wept. Some couldn't speak. Some couldn't stop shaking. Rambo set the helicopter down hard on the airstrip. Murdoch was there. Smiling. Ready to spin the story. Rambo's knife punched straight through the computer bank. Screen after screen went dark. Equipment destroyed in seconds. He grabbed Murdoch by the collar. Inches apart. Find them. You know who. Find them, or I will. Murdoch stood frozen. He believed every single word. Troutman watched from the doorway. He understood everything. The POWs were home. The mission was complete. Officially, nothing happened. Unofficially, America had its answer. Rambo walked out into the Thai sun. Alone again. Troutman asked what he wanted. Rambo already knew. He only wanted his country to love him back. Enjoying this? Hit like and follow now. Rambo, First Blood Part 2, released in 1985. Directed by Cosmatos. Screenplay co-written by James Cameron. Stallone and Cameron. One of cinema's most unlikely collaborations. Budget, $44 million. Worldwide box office, $300 million. Bigger than Back to the Future at the box office. Critics hated it. Audiences loved it. The debate rages on. Reagan-era America wanted this story. They wanted the win. The MIA and POW controversy was very real in 1985. Families of missing soldiers had waited over a decade. The film gave them a fantasy: someone went back. Do we get to win this time? The defining line. Not just about Vietnam, about every abandoned soldier ever. Richard Crenna as Troutman, the franchise's moral compass. Kobao's death was the film's emotional turning point. Rage replaced restraint, the film never looked back. Podofsky made it a Cold War action statement too. Rambo's bow and arrows became cinema's most iconic weapons. Headband. Bare chest. Explosive arrows. Completely unforgettable. Rambo 2 defined the 1980s action hero template forever. Every action franchise after this owed something to Rambo. Arnold, Willis, Van Damme, all followed Rambo's blueprint. 3 sequels. A cartoon. Video games. A global icon.